It was a good weekend for us. Definitely happy with how the men and women performed. On the women's side, they were in a battle. They were in a great team battle with North Carolina. For some of our team goals, it was great that they were in that uncomfortable position of having to fight for everything at the end of the meet. It is a mid-season meet, and not everyone's fully prepped for it, of course, but just to practice competing for a title is what I want them to experience, and they were able to do that, and they came away with the win. And it was a good team effort. In a meet like that, everyone gets a lot of second swims, so there's lots of points. There's no roster limit, so everyone's there scoring points, and so it basically is a true team win. The guys stepped on the gas right out of the gates and didn't let up. I didn't want them to. It was a great weekend. We got some really good performances, so I'm definitely happy with the outcome. Well, I think at a meet like this, I let them wear fast suits. A couple people backed off a few days before. Really, the number one goal outside of trying to just win is getting kids qualified for NCAAs, or getting times that should make it, if it's not an automatic cut. And we walked away with a lot of people getting them. So a few people got A cuts. Ryan Held, Anton Ibsen, both achieved A cuts, so they're guaranteed to go to NCAAs. And that was part of the plan. Then you have a couple individuals like Alexei Zevnik, who had a really big weekend. Caleb Brombaum had a big weekend, and Hannah Moore had a big weekend, where you're getting times that have gone to NCAAs every single year by a good bit. So you feel good about getting kids to nationals. Hennessy Stewart posted the time that should go. He almost made the A cut, so that's going to be good. And then a couple other people, Kylie Perry, Elise Hahn, Mackenzie Glover, Courtney Caldwell, posting times that have gone to nationals every year. So we walked away with qualifying a good bit of girls, I believe, for nationals, and some guys as well. The divers, it was a big meet for them because they haven't had a whole lot of competition besides a dual meet. A lot of our divers are freshmen, and Maddie Klein for the women with a big top 8 on platform. Rachel Burson had a pretty good weekend. A lot of learning curves, so a lot of learning how to manage their emotions in pressure situations is always a big thing, and they were able to get a dry run of that in this prelim final competition. Same thing with the guys. I think that as the meet went, they got more comfortable. The guys ended on a great note on platform, and we don't have a platform here, so it shows people that we can still train it, because we're able to develop lead-ups to get to that point. Harrison stuck in top 8 on platform, and James Brady, a freshman, getting second was a big accomplishment for him, and I think helps their psychological state heading into the second half of the season to get to do pretty well. Back half of the season is back to training for a while before we have competition. We have a few people getting ready for World Championships coming up here really soon. We have U.S. Nationals, which we're going to bring a few people to U.S. Nationals. It conflicts with exams, so it's always hard to go to Winter Nationals for us. Then we have the second half of the season. When we get back after Christmas, we have a Grand Prix meet in Austin, Texas, so there'll be a lot of people there. And then we have 2 home meets with Carolina and Virginia. Obviously very strong competitors of ours. Virginia's women have won 9 straight ACC titles. So it's going to be a big, tough test for our women. And after that, it's conference championships and NCAAs. So the name of the game is to go after conference titles and get as many people qualified for nationals, and make sure we remain in the top 10 for both programs.